Hey fam, it's Ariana. I am the owner here and sole esthetician at Skin by Ariana LLC here in Westchester, New York. I'm a dual licensed esthetician in both Connecticut and New York. I'm also a professional makeup artist. I've been doing this for 7+ years. Finally opened up my own space this past year, and I am ready to start my YouTube journey. If you're someone who loves beauty, loves makeup, loves skincare, or you're an esthetician yourself or a beauty pro, you need some tips or tricks, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if we just vibe, awesome, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit the little bell icon that keeps you updated on when I post next. Hey you guys, so we are going to do a custom facial today on this beautiful client of mine. So we are starting out with a double cleanse. So here we're doing a nice deep facial massage, and everything I'm using in this facial is Glymed Plus. So everything I use is Glymed in this specific facial because we are doing a mixture of anti-aging prevention, we're doing brightening, and of course deep hydration. So we always want to start with a cream cleanser for your first cleanse. That's going to just ensure the dirt, debris, makeup, whatever is on the surface comes out and off. Then we're going to go in with a gel cleanser, in this case an AHA based glycolic cleanser, to deeply exfoliate the skin. Make sure the pores are nice and clean. It's going to help disinfect. It is just incredible. And we'll do a little bit more of a facial massage here just to make sure anything is loosened and all of the stuff in the skin comes out. We love a warm towel, so I like to enhance my towels with therapeutic grade essential oils. So I think this one was meditation scent from Plant Therapy. So now we are doing a deep pore cleanser. So this we apply with a fan brush, and this sits on the skin for about 5 to 7 minutes, and what it's going to do is foam up, be really bubbly, which is super cute for Instagram pictures, social media. It also feels like really nice and bubbly on the skin. And what this is going to do is deeply clarify the pores. So it acts as a mask, but it also is excellent for right before extractions, just to make sure everything is out and loosened so that extractions are quick, painless, and essentially everything comes out that you want to come out. So depending on the facial that I'm offering, especially if it's a custom facial, I like to include several massages in different stages, especially if the products that I'm using need to sit on the skin. Of course, we want to make sure that the body is in full relaxation mode, deeply de-stressed, and that the lymph drains out. So what I'm doing here is just a nice décolleté and back and shoulder massage, and I like to start here with my facial massages. And this is going to make sure that the clavicle is open, there's lymph nodes there when we drain later. Everything is just nice and warmed up. The neck, the alignment of the spine, everything, the pressure points, everything is working in harmony. And at the same time as the body is relaxing, depuffing, releasing toxins, etc., the skin on the face is working with these products that are loosening up any dirt and debris. It's also super important just to mention here, you always want to include the neck and décolleté in any treatments. Of course, if you're an esthetician watching this, but also if you are just someone who loves facials and you just wanted to watch this, your home care, you must include your neck and décolleté. As you can see, I even did a little on the neck. Now, not saying that we're actually going to, extract on her neck. She doesn't actually have any chest acne, but this does just ensure that the neck is nice and open and anything is declogged, so that when we do put serums on later and do ultrasonic therapy, everything is allowed to penetrate deeply into the skin because everything is thoroughly cleaned, the pores were deeply cleaned, and then, of course, the lymph was drained. So now I'm just going in with some disposable sponges, and I'm going ahead with cool room temp water, and I'm cleaning off that product, the pore cleanser, and now I'm just toning, and then we're going to move into extraction. So here we're going to start with the nose because that is the highest point on the face aside from the cheekbones, which means it holds the most sebum, which is your skin's natural oil it produces, and your nose is basically, as the high point, going to hold the most congestion because it's the closest thing to the sun, meaning your skin is producing more oil to protect that area. So now after we have extracted, I only showed a little bit, this is high frequency, and this just ensures that everything is disinfected. We're closing up any possible pathways for bacteria to breed, and we're going to do the nose and anywhere else that we extracted from. Alrighty, so next up we're going to be doing oxygen infusion for our anti-aging and brightening properties, as well as just breathing life into the cells. So oxygen is incredible. You don't want to do too much of a good thing. You want to definitely do oxygen treatments. Oxygen is incredible for anti-aging, for acne, for brightness, and just for overall skin health. If you have acne-prone skin, it would be great to use a cream that creates oxygen in the skin. If you want to do a deeper treatment like this at your facial, it is excellent to do once a month. You can even do once every other month. This is something that I honestly feel is an excellent add-on for any treatment. It is incredible. You see results instantly, and your skin reaps the benefits for the entire time you're using it. So basically a whole month up until you get your next one. So now we're just going to go ahead and do another, I guess this time it's our third body massage, so our neck and décolleté massage. And I feel like it's so important to really customize each facial. If someone is carrying a lot of stress, focus on those certain areas. Definitely work on the lymphatic drainage if you are trained to do so. But I feel like each time I do a facial and each time I do a massage, I just feel the body warming up and releasing stress each time I do a massage. So here, just for the purposes of this video, we're only, doing some clips of just the neck and whatever is visible. But again, depending on the client, the add-ons, etc., we can do arms, we can do chest. I do further down the arm, back of the arm, hand massages on occasion if someone requests that and adds it on. We can do a bunch of different types of massages, but for the purposes of basic facials and customized, also for the purpose of this video, we're just focusing on shoulders, neck, and chest, as well as back of the head with those pressure points. So for this specific facial, we did a lot of neck and décolleté for anti-aging purposes, draining, depuffing, and a lot of acupressure, if you will. It's always so nice to just feel the client's body melt underneath your hands as they just release all of the stress, all of the tension from their day. Facials are not only luxurious and for stress relief, they're also healing. But when you can do both and you can really see the difference, that's when clients actually feel and see a difference themselves, because inner health is exterior health, right? So if you're feeling great, you're gonna look great. If your gut is aligned, your gut microbiome is good, your skin health is good, you're gonna feel good. If you have high energy, all the things. So here we're just removing that. You always want to remove with cool sponges, cool water, and then we're going to move on to our ultrasonic therapy, which is basically deeper penetration of product into the skin. So at this point here, I had already layered on some serum. So for her, we did things like hydration, vitamin C. We did a tyrosinase inhibitor to prevent any further damage to melanocytes, basically protecting the skin from pigmentation. And then we also did firming peptides. So for ultrasonic therapy, it not only penetrates the skin and helps the products penetrate deeper into the epidermal layer, but it also helps tighten, right? So we added firming peptides, so the motions of this device I'm also doing in a tightening and lifting motion, going over every area about 3 to 5 times, and also just ensuring we get anywhere where there's fine lines and wrinkles, which would be like in between the eyes, around the mouth, and of course, neck and décolleté. So the next treatment here that we added on to the facial was red light therapy. So red light LED therapy is excellent for helping to create collagen and elastin in the dermal layers. For acne prone clients, I also offer blue light, which is amazing for disinfection. So now we are masking. So for this mask, I am doing Glymed's Wrinkle Prescription Mask, which helps lift, tighten the skin and helps with collagen and elastin production. And I also boosted it with hyaluronic acid and CBD, which is the best healer, the best natural healer. If you want more information on CBD, I will absolutely make a video on that for skincare. But for the purposes of this video, I'll just let you know it is an intense healer, and it works in a way where it kind of just finds any issues or irregularities in the skin or anything off balance, and it regulates that for you. So it's an amazing booster to add onto any facial. And of course, you know what time it is. Of course, we were also just chatting. So how fun is it to just chat with your client, unless they want a restful and quiet facial, but how fun is it when you get to chat, massage, hang out? So of course, now we're focusing mostly on the neck and the back of the skull. A little bit on the chest, just bringing it back up. But you can see each massage, I go further up towards the crown of the head. Each time we work further up to the temples and the crown. This just kind of gives the body that root to crown type of healing, and also pressure point therapy. And here we're working more deeply with the traps in the neck, alignment, making sure everything feels good, is aligned, there's no knots. Again, I'm not a massage therapist, but I am trained to give certain types of massages, such as lymphatic drainage in the face, neck, chest, stomach, back, and also hand massages. But this is just something I love to add. It's my own little flair. I love, love, love to do a lot of pressure point therapy. I think it is so important for healing, especially if someone is in a deep sleep or we're doing deep breath work as well. Alrighty, so next up we are adding on gua sha therapy, and as you can see, I also added on some chakra healing stones to the body. Again, if you want another video on this, this is something I offer exclusively to my clients who really want some deep inner work as well. We work with stones, stone types, chakras, healing, breath work, all the things. So here I am just doing gua sha with a jade gua sha stone, and we're doing light work, no deep sculpting or anything today. We're just doing light sculpting, and of course just lifting. The great thing about gua sha is that it's a very light treatment, but you can really see the depuffing results very quickly, and you're going to see a little bit of redness, as you can kind of see here. We're seeing a little bit of redness in the skin, which is great. That just means that the skin is being brought to life. So we're having a lot of blood flow brought back into the top layers of the skin. So stimulated is kind of the word I was referring to. And again, here it might look like I'm, rubbing and scraping at the skin, but I'm actually using very, 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 very light movements. The body just naturally gets red from any type of massage movements like this with a stone, because the stone is warm itself. So are my hands, and the body is reacting with the fresh blood flow. Also, keep in mind that the way that my stone is held is about here. It's upright, but when I'm going up and down, it's at a 45-degree angle. This ensures that you're not pressing too hard on the skin. So after we've drained down towards the collarbone, now we are going to get in with the facial massage. So this is one of my favorite things to do, because you can actually go ahead and sculpt and tighten the skin, as well as drain lymph from the face. So I left my chakra stone there so that we can do deep breathing, so that we can connect with ourselves. And a lot of the times people don't realize, but crystals do have vibrations, whether you like it or not. It is an object, and all objects have vibration. And they all have different levels of vibration. So if you want me to get into that further, we can do that in another video. But for right now, we are just, doing a nice facial massage here. I get lost in it, sorry. And on her skin, I am using a beautiful amaretto smelling daily moisturizer that is excellent for all skin types from Glymed. It's called Daily Daily Moisturizer. But I'm also using a vitamin C for brightening for her skin. So here we're just going and releasing any tension from the zygomatic and the jawline. This feels really nice, especially if you're like really tense, so you clench your jaws. And then we're finishing at the temple. This always feels super nice. It's a great pressure point. If you ever feel stressed, just go ahead and rub right there by the lower lip, the nose, and then right by the eyes, and finish at the temple. Also massaging your jaw. This feels amazing, and it releases any stress. I promise it is one of the best things. Alrighty, so now we're finishing again with the décolleté. We are now going on and just adding a little hydrating lip treatment. You always want to remember the lips. They are such an important part and always overlooked, and honestly the skin on your lips is super fragile, so we always want to take care of those. So now the most crucial step, especially if it is a morning client, you need to apply sunscreen. SPF is your best friend, so important. I could do a whole thing on this, so I will actually be making more content on SPF, but here we are just massaging it gently into the skin, and of course then we'll go ahead and do some more pressure point therapy, and we're just making sure it's in there. And you don't want to massage it too much into the skin because sunscreen can pill a little bit, which means it gets a little almost like rolled pieces of dough in your hands if you do too much. So you just want to kind of gently tap it in, massage it in, and then you can go ahead and you can do your pressure point therapy in the morning. I always do this on myself in the morning when I apply my SPF. I just go ahead and I target the sides of my lips, the sides of my nose, inner corners of my eye, gently press up right there on the brow bone, and then I go ahead and I finish at the temple. And this just kind of de-stresses me, wakes me up a little bit, and gets me ready for my day. So here I'm just doing some energy work. I'm just kind of holding her temples. We're doing some deep breathing. We were chatting a little bit, but we're also taking the back of the neck, right at the nape of the neck. You have 2 pressure points right at the base of your skull. Here we are, just deep breathing. We're just concentrating. We're just letting out any negative energy and just breathing in. And as I'm having my fingers on her temple and the back of her skull, I'm pressing firmly for about 3 seconds and then releasing gently. And I do that for a total of about 3 times. It just helps to really zen out, get really comfy. There she is, nice and relaxed. And it kind of just helps the transfer of energy between myself and the client, and it really gets you set up, relaxed, and just a great way to finish a facial, or even in the morning if you do this, just to kind of like set yourself. And here's more pressure point therapy. This is just adding pressure to the forehead, kind of just gently releasing it, pulling back on the lid and the eyebrow, and it just feels so nice. And we're done. Look at these beautiful results. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next one, guys.